Everybody, Dixon back. Just wanted to share something with you guys. I haven't made a video in a few months now. It's been at least 3 or 4 months, and I thought I'd share this with you guys and talk about some current things happening. You know, a few months ago, I was in a social situation where I had to deal with a group of people on a daily basis, and it became challenging for me and kind of painful, and I wound up getting a little bit bullied, and I don't even understand why or what happened. I don't know why these people seemed to kind of turn on me. I just couldn't get anybody to be friendly to me anymore, and I just kind of treated like an outsider by the group, and it became very cliquish, and I was always on the outside, and nobody would really talk to me, not even say good morning or good night, but yet you had to deal with them on a daily basis. And so I began to take these little microaggressions daily, and I wasn't there for that. I wasn't there for social reasons, so I was trying so hard to ignore it and not internalize it. But then after a few weeks of this, I realized when I left that I had internalized it, and I went in as a very confident person, and I left not nearly as confident. My confidence in myself had really been affected because I was bullied in a way, and I don't know why. I don't know why I was bullied. I don't know why people treated me this way. I don't know if I was projecting something negative. I thought I was very friendly to these people, and not all of them, but the majority of them were kind of cruel to me and mean, and I honestly have no idea. I don't know if there's rumors going around that I was a anti-racist and they hated my work. I was too controversial. I don't know what happened, honestly. And I don't know. All I know is people treated me coldly. And I was kind of alienated and ostracized by this group and by the majority of them. And it really affected me. It was very painful. But, you know, one thing I learned is that microaggressions, if it just happens once or twice in your life, it's not a big deal. But if it happens on a daily basis, on a regular basis, you know, many times accumulating, can really affect you. It's a form of bullying, and that's exactly what white America has been doing to people of color. And I'm only referring to one aspect of white supremacy. I'm not referring to the overt, obvious, in-your-face white supremacy. I'm not even referring to the economical, psychological, the media, entertainment, and education, and so many, and injustice. So I'm not even referring to all the different institutional. I'm just referring to the little microaggressions. That's just one aspect of what black and brown folks have to deal with in our hostile, narcissistic culture and society that we have created as white people and as a nation for people of color, for black and brown folks. So I finally understand. I got a little taste of what it feels like to deal with microaggressions on a daily basis, to be treated differently on a daily basis. And I realized, damn, even as a grown man who was a pretty confident guy, it just beat me down. So yet another reason why I ask white people to take responsibility for what the fuck you're doing. Take responsibility for what the fuck our people are doing, and take responsibility for what our nation is doing and what we've been doing. Let's face that original sin of white supremacy, the one thing that we have never really openly discussed collectively as a culture, as white people, as a group. We have never dealt with white privilege. We've never dealt with systemic, institutional white supremacy, cultural, social white supremacy. We've never, ever really acknowledged it and dealt with it in a way that we could heal from it, and in a way that we could dismantle it. Because white people have been indoctrinated and taught to ignore it, to deny it, or to project it back onto black and brown folks. That's our culture, people. That's who we are. That's what we do best. We have racial apathy, racial denial, and projection, and silence. And if we're not doing those things, then we're the perpetrators of it. We're out there calling people the N-word or being covert about it. If we're not overt, then we're covert. Or you're just sitting in fucking silence ignoring it. So either way, we're perpetuating it. No matter which way you're doing it, if you're doing any of those things, you are perpetuating white supremacy. But yet you still continue to benefit from your white privilege. So yet again, here I am asking white America, take some fucking moral responsibility. What are you doing today to acknowledge white supremacy, white privilege? And what are you doing to take action against it, to dismantle it? And what are you doing to educate other white folks about the reality of it? Because it's the most neglected evil of our time, white people. In this video, I have a tremendous amount of black and brown folks following me, and I'm very thankful for them. But you know what? Can I ask my black and brown friends, please, share this to every fucking white person that you know. Get it in their fucking face. Let them know that it's time to take some fucking responsibility. White America, it's time. It's time to wake the fuck up, to face our original sin, to do something about it. 3 things: acknowledge it, take action against it, and educate each other. It's that simple. 3 things. That's all I'm asking white America to do. Let's do something. Let's get it in our educational system. Why are our children not being taught the truth historically and racially? Why are they not told that white supremacy is a fucking lie, and that it operates, and that it's a thing, functioning institutionally, socially, psychologically, economically? It's real. It's happening. Why are our children not being told the fucking truth? Because we are a racist nation, sadly. So I just got a little taste, a small taste of what people of color go through, many of them on a daily basis, because of the way we treat people of color. And, you know, in the news, I saw Gabrielle Union standing up, you know, against America's Got Talent for their toxic culture of misogyny or racism and sexism. Thank God for black people like her that takes a stand against ignorance and bigotry. You know, and I see other African Americans and brown folks, John Legend, and so many people taking a stand against systemic racism and against racism. I can't name them all, so I'm not going to list them all. But I was so proud of Gabrielle Union. She's my fucking hero. The way that she stood up against them and publicly, you know, talked about what happened to her and her experience in that toxic environment. Thank God for people like her, you know? I honor people like that. But what the sad thing is that you hear black and brown folks talking about it, celebrities I'm referring to all the time. But how many white celebrities talk about white privilege? How many white celebrities talk about white supremacy? I don't know many off the top. Jimmy Fallon, you know, Seth Meyers, the people that I watch every night, I don't hear them talking about SNL. I don't see them talking about, yeah, they're comedians. Oh, well, fucking incorporate in your fucking comedy. I don't see them talking about white supremacy. I don't see them talking about white privilege or institutional racism. If it's there, fucking acknowledge it. Fucking talk about it. Oh, they're worried about the network's worried about losing audience. Well, fuck the network. ABC seems to do a better job than NBC and CBS talking about it. That's my perception. I might be wrong, but none of them are doing a great job talking about it. You know? So why are white celebrities not? Because they've all been indoctrinated to not talk about it. It's what white people do best. Racial fucking illiterates. Don't talk about it. Don't discuss it. Deny it. Project it back onto them. What the fuck? Wake the fuck up, white America. So here I am again. Made another video. One more time. White America, time to wake up. Let's take responsibility racially and do the right thing. Thank you.